Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am your English instructor. In today's class, we are going to study about the grammar portion of Unit 17, that is agreeing and disagreeing. So let's begin. Right, today we are going to study about the grammar portion of Unit 17, that is agreeing and disagreeing. I have, compiled some sort of dialogue between two friends about different topics on agreeing and disagreeing. Let's look at the first example. We have two friends, Rakesh and Sonima, and they are talking about something. Rakesh says, "Hey, what do you think about this latest movie?" Sonima replies, "I think this movie was really good." Rakesh, "I don't think so. This movie was so boring that I slept while watching it. The plot was flat and there was not any suspense in the story. I like watching films, but this time I totally disagree with you." Right? Now, can you find out, the structures that agree and disagree with views? The first one is, I think this movie was really good. So I think is the structure that agrees. And what is the second kind of structure that disagrees? That is, I don't think so. Correct? This movie was so boring that I slept while watching it. The plot was flat and there was not any suspense in the story. I like watching film, but this time I totally disagree with you. We have another structure that disagrees. Now let's look at another example, another sentence pattern, another conversation that is going on between two friends, Babita and Binay. Babita says, "Hey, look at my new ring, isn't it cool?" That is, she just questioning, and Binay replies, "Yeah, I absolutely agree with you." So I absolutely agree with you. We have one agreeing structure. Your ring is so cool, it perfectly matches with your finger. It must be a very expensive ring. Correct? From here, we can find out about different kind of structures that agrees and disagrees. First, I'm going to list out the structures that agree with, that is used while you are agreeing with someone. Alright, these are some of the structures that you use while you're agreeing with someone saying. You may say, "You're right," or "That's a good idea." If the idea is really good and you like it, you say, "That's a good idea." Another expression can be, "That's right." Absolutely right, agree with you. Another, short and sweet expression can be "exactly." If someone says, "I like watching that movie," and you can say, "Yes, exactly, I love watching that movie." If someone comes up to you and says, "I love watching anime," and you say, "Me too," so you're completely agreeing. We do have some other structures, and I'm going to write them. Alright, these are three more structures that you will use while you are agreeing with someone's ideas. The first one is, "Yes, I agree." The second one is, "I totally agree." And third one is, "I see exactly what you mean." This means I see exactly what you means I know what you're going to say. Someone comes up to you and says, "I really love reading, crime fiction," and you say, "I see exactly what you mean." That means you're agreeing and you know what the speaker is trying to say. Now let's look at some more examples. This is just a sample example of conversation that is going between Jack and Julia. Jack says, "What do you think about my new motorbike?" So Jack has probably gotten a new bike and he is all excited about it, and he keeps questioning and asking about it to everyone he meets. And Julia replies, "I absolutely love it." So she's, kind of agreeing with his excitement. So she is trying to preserve his enthusiasm, and that's why she says, "I absolutely love it." Now let's look at some more structures that disagree. For disagreeing, we have another set of structures, and I'm going to write all of them. Alright, these are some of the structures that you will use while you're disagreeing with someone's ideas or opinions. The first one is "I don't agree with that." So simply saying, "I don't agree with what you're saying." The second word could be, "I don't think that's correct." If you think the person is saying something that is, completely baseless and is completely incorrect, you are going to say, "I don't think that's correct." Or you may use other kind of structure like, "I don't agree with you." "I totally, absolutely disagree." If someone comes up to you and says, "I don't like, reading English," and you say, "I totally disagree with you. In fact, I love reading English." So this is that structure, "I totally disagree." Other structures could be "absolutely not." If someone comes up to you and says, "Do you love traveling?" and you say, "Absolutely not," because I only love being in a single place and reading all the time, so I don't like traveling. That's absolutely not. If you know the information is not correct, you may use that's not right. Another structure could be I'm not sure about that. So this is where you are 50-50. So you do not exactly know the information and you say I'm not sure about that. Someone comes up to you and says, do you know Japan has the largest population in the world, and you say I'm not sure about that. So I need to just Google it, something like that. Right, this is another sample, conversation that is going on between three friends. We have Deepa, Uddhav, and Ramesh. And Deepa says, hey, look at my new t-shirt. Isn't it so cool? And Uddhav replies, yeah, I totally agree. It's quite beautiful. You look really smart in it. Now Ramesh is not quite happy with these Uddhav and Deepa, and suddenly he comes, gets inside the conversation and says, I don't think so. It's too old-fashioned. Well, can you find out, different kind of agreeing and disagreeing structures? Uddhav, what is he doing? Is he agreeing or disagreeing? He is agreeing. And so what is the agreeing structure? It is I totally agree. Now what is Ramesh doing? Ramesh is disagreeing. What is the disagreeing structure? I don't think so. So let's look at some more examples. Alright, we have another example here. Two friends, Simran and Kiran. They are talking about, Simran and Kiran, they are talking about, our new constitution. Simran says, Kiran, what do you think about the new constitution? So, Simran is asking Kiran about her idea, her opinion about the new constitution. And Kiran replies, I think it's quite good. It is the constitution made by the people. Kiran is agreeing. And after that, Simran comes and says, exactly. It even declares ending all forms of discrimination. So these two friends are agreeing. Can you find out the different kind of agreeing structures? The first one is, I think it's good. So this is one structure. Another is exactly. So what are these two people doing? The Kiran is also agreeing, and we found out the agreeing structure. And Simran is also agreeing, and we again found out another agreeing structure. So this is totally agreeing case. With that, we have come to the end of today's class. Now, like always, I'm going to give you some homework. Alright everyone, this is your homework. Work in a group, that means find out some friends and work in a pair. Ask who agrees or disagrees. Ask who agrees or disagrees to the opinion. What is the opinion? The government should pay for everybody's education. Share your idea with your friend. Can you do this? Well, I think you can. All you have to do is, this is the topic, this is the motion. Let's say there's some kind of debate going on, and this is the motion. And for this, you are either going to agree with or totally disagree with. So choose one. Either you agree or disagree. Do you think government should pay for everybody's education? Do you think it's the government is responsible for educating everyone? So if you think yes, then use the agreeing structure, and if you think no, use the disagreeing structure. So that is your homework. With this, we have come to the end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding this video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.